Welcome back, Bridge friends. Michael here at Bridge Hands as we continue with hands on bidding and play, being dealt strong hands with lots of shape. And while we love the surge of picking up a real rock crusher, it is hardly true that some hands are too big to fail. So before making a game-forcing strong jump shift bid after partner's response, be sure you have paid due diligence to carefully consider and evaluate your hand, considering suit quality, self-sustaining suits, losing trick count, and if your responder, cover cards. Yes, bridge players get extra points for bidding game or slam, yet we do not receive any style points for hurriedly completing the auction. Now, let's go ahead and head on over to our virtual table and enjoy the spoils of being dealt those juicy hands with lots of honors. Pictures of Rembrandts, if you will. Okay, let's shuffle, cut, deal, bid, and play. It's showtime, folks. On our first hand, South is dealer, and look at the shape we have here. It's a 5-4-3-1. A lot of honors too. In spades, ace, king, jack, 9. That's useful. 5 times. There's 8 high, and certainly worth 1 for distribution points. That gives us 9. In hearts, ace, queen, jack, and a connected 10. That 10 is certainly worth something. There is another 7 plus 9 is 16. In diamonds, working honors. King, queen 3 times, there's another 5, 21. A singleton club, no, don't count shortness. Remember, we count length as the declare, and we've already done that. So, do you want to open it 1 spade or 2 clubs? Remember the days of quick tricks where we used to count our ability to quickly get tricks, and if we had 5 or maybe a good 4.5, we might open 2 clubs. And we have that here. We have 2 honors in spades, the ace, king, top honors. That's 2 quick tricks. In hearts, ace, queen, there's another 1.5 quick tricks. That brings us up to 3.5. And the king, queen of diamonds is worth 1 quick trick. It is 4.5, so it's right on the cusp. Well, if we were going to count losing trick count, where would we be? We would have 1 loser in hearts, 1 loser in spades, 1 loser in diamonds, and 1 loser in clubs. We would have 4. And yes, if we can get 1 trick from our partner, if they have trump support, we're in good shape. If we had that 10 of spades, I would do it. It's close. Those of you who want to open 2 clubs, good on you. I'm going to go 1 spade, bid just a little conservatively. Okay, over to the west hand. There's another 5-4-3-1 shape, 5 small diamonds, queen 10 4 times in spades. Defender likes the fact that they have queen 10 4 behind a spade bid. Queen jack third of clubs, working honors, could be of some support. Singleton heart, no bid. Over the north hand, there is a 5-4-2-2. Clubs, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 of them. They're running, but they're small. No, don't count a distribution point. In diamonds, ace jack doubleton, could be 5. We'll come back to that. In hearts, king 4 times. There's 3. Plus perhaps 5, brings 8, and 2 small spades in partner suit. Tough situation. So it's going to be a 1 no trump response. Over in the east hand, there's a 4-4-3-2. That's the flattest of them all. There's an honest bidder. And it is a ace king 4 times in clubs, 4 small hearts, 2 small spades, and 10, 9, 8 of diamonds, no bid. Back to south, well, you don't want to bid 2 hearts because that would show up to 18 points. Your partner north could pass. So we need to make a jump rebid, not to 2 no trump. We do not have a balanced hand. Instead to 3 hearts. Open 1 spade, 1 no trump response, 3 hearts by the rebid. Game forcing, and it certainly describes the 5-4 shape that we have in the majors. A pass by west, they say it figures. I only have a singleton heart. Now north is getting excited. They have 4 hearts to the king. So they might want to count a shortage point for the ace jack doubleton. But here again, if you want to count the ace jacks are hardly worth 5. Ace jack third, yes, but ace jack tights, there's not a lot you can work with. It's just an ace and just a jack. You got to play one or the other, and that's it. Well, at any rate, this north gets excited. They're going to bid for no trump. And if those of you who wanted to open 2 clubs, I'll bet those norths will definitely bid for no trump to ask for aces. Okay, a pass by East, who's optimistic. We're having ace, king of clubs, and 4 hearts. To South, they're going to show 2 aces, the third step. Clubs, diamonds, hearts, they'll respond, rebidding 5 hearts for those 2 aces. Back to North, okay, you have 1 ace and the king of hearts. Do you want to go to slam? I think you'd be bidding a little aggressively there since your partner South opened, at least in my case, opening 1 spade. They're not going to have 3 loser hand, or they would have opened 2 clubs. They're going to have, at best, a 4 loser hand, could be a 5 loser hand. So if you've only got 2 or maybe 2.5 cover cards, no, you don't have enough to ask for aces. Should be playing in 4 hearts, I believe. But at any rate, they're not going to go to slam, I hope, with only basically 8 points. Don't count that jack of diamonds, and also count it for Doubleton. Okay, so 5 hearts it is. They pass out. The opening lead is by West. Please, West, do not lead a singleton. Singleton leads are almost always bad. Your partner might have 4. They might have 4 to the jack. You finesse them. They might have 3 to the queen. You finesse them again, even if the North-South have a 9-card suit. Don't lead your singletons. It's about as bad as leading an ace, or unprotected ace, or underleading an ace. Spades, no good there either. You've got the queen 10 4 times, and you know that South bid the suit, and that they've got a monster of a hand. They did a strong jump shift. So that leaves clubs or diamonds. Clubs probably isn't bad with queen jack 5. If you had queen jack 9, top of a sequence, or for sure queen jack 10, I would lead it. I think I would just go with the safe lead of a top diamond, and that's what they do. A top diamond, might as well just play a jack from the north hand, from ace jack, and that will win the trick. Okay, let's go ahead and start pulling some trump and see where we're at here. We'll play a trump to our 10 is enough. That's all we need. Oops. Look what West played. Don't be so quick to turn over your cards and start playing more trump. They played a 9. Now the law of restricted choice is if they play a high card, and there's no reason for them to do that, that means they probably have few, like 1. If they had 9-2, I don't think they're going to play the 9. So in this case, I believe the 9 signals a singleton. It means we should stop playing the suit because it looks like it's a 4-1 break. It happens 1 in 4 times, 28% chance, and I think it's happening here. So rather than pulling trump, we're going to play the ace of spades. Now notice if you continued hearts, they're all lose, lose, lose. The ace of spades is a fine play. You could play diamonds. We'll come back to that later. So we have 5. Dummy has 2. It'd be nice if they were 3-3, but it's most likely they're 4-2. 2/3 of the time, that's the way it happens. So we play a second spade. We could rough the third spade, but it looks like there's probably 4 hearts over by East. They played 1. We might just as well pitch. In fact, if we were to play a heart, if you looked at it more carefully, you'll see that it's lose, lose, lose. You can go ahead on your own and find out why. But we'll just go ahead and pitch a club. We could actually pitch the ace of diamonds because both these diamonds are good. More on that later. So, okay, they're in with the 10 of spades. They could continue diamonds, but the ace is there. They might as well play a club from queen jack 3 times. Certainly don't want to play that queen of spades when they're going to rough it in dummy. So a club it is, a low club. They win with the king, and that means they must have the ace because South didn't take it. They could play another club, but I think they're going to come back in a trump. So they're going to start depleting the trump. They know that partner only had 1 because South not likely to have had 5, and they've already played 1 anyway. So heart comes back to the jack in South. Okay, South, you need a plan. They've got 2 trumps left. Looks like you've got to play your trump, and yet you've got to rough a spade. So I think roughing a spade is what you want to do, don't you? You know that there's only 1 spade out. They played 2 rounds, played the 3rd round, and 1 showed out. So West has still got that queen, so we're going to rough it with a heart and the dummy. And now we can go ahead and play the king of hearts and play these carefully. Real estate, location, 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 bridge, transportation, transportation, transportation. So we're going to play that King of Hearts and overtake it to be able to get that last trump out. So we play the King of Hearts, overtake it with the ace. We can now play that Queen of Hearts, getting the last trump out. Remember, East had 4. The suit split 4, 4, 4, 1. And now we can go ahead and play the diamonds and the spades, right? Almost. If you play the diamond, you've got the King, Queen tight. The ace must overtake in the dummy, and you're going to lose 2 clubs. That's not so good. But if you play a spade, will that help? Oh yeah. If you get rid of the ace of diamonds, it feels bad, doesn't it? But you've got to get rid of that ace of diamonds in the dummy. So play your jack of spades. It only hurts for a second to pitch the ace from the dummy. But when you've done, your king of diamonds and your queen of diamonds are both taking tricks. So once again, some of you want to open 2 clubs in the south hand, 4.5 quick tricks, 21 good working points. I could go for that. I'm doing the 1 spade, and on the play of the hand, after it went 1 spade, 1 no trump, 3 hearts, should be 4 hearts. We bid it up to 5 hearts to make the play more interesting. Okay, so the play was a diamond. With the jack and the dummy, we played 1 round of hearts, and we saw that 9 of hearts fall. That was a critical play. The law of restricted choices. If opponent plays a high card, in this situation, that's all they had. It wasn't like they had a running sequence from 9, 8, 7, 6. We had all the other intervening cards. So that tipped us off. That looked like a 4-1 split that happens 1 in 4 times. So we started playing carefully. We went ahead and played a couple rounds of spades, the ace, the king. We could have roughed one, we would have thought, but if we would have done that, it turns out we're going to have transportation with those 3 remaining hearts in the east hand. So we pitched a club. Could have pitched that ace of diamonds, couldn't we? Wouldn't have had to unblock it later. They then, after winning the spade, they went to a club. They won that one. They've got 2 tricks. That's all we want to let them have. They came back in a heart. We win it. We rough a spade in the dummy with the 8 of hearts. If you roughed earlier, sorry, you don't have enough hearts left, do you? Okay, so we win the 8 of hearts. Then play the king of hearts, overtake it with the ace, the queen to get their last trump out, the jack of spades, unblocking with the ace, yes, and the last 2 diamonds to make 11 tricks. Okay, bridge friends, on hand number 2, North is the dealer, and we have another 5, 4, 3, 1 shape. 5 hearts, ace, king, queen, 5 times, 3 toppers, excellent. 9 high, certainly 1 distribution, 10. In clubs, another ace, king, queen, 4 times. Okay, 10 and another 9, 19. In spades, queen 3 times, 21, and a singleton diamond. Let's look at our losing trick count. Well, once again, we have 3 honors and 5 long as 8, but this time we have the top 3. Give us 1 more and make it a semi-self-sustained suit. So losers, 1 in hearts, 1 in diamonds, not in clubs, with ace, king, queen, 4th. We only count the top 3, nothing there. And how many in spades with queen 3 times? Well, we don't count queen when we have another accompanying honor, such as the ace or king, or if partners bid the suit. But in this case, queen 3rd, 3 losers. So we have 4, could be 5 loser if we have 1 in hearts. We haven't got support from our partner, but it's semi-self-sustaining status. So if it was queen 10, that would give us 2.5, but as I say, 3 losers here. Some of you want to do 2 clubs, others 1 heart, close on the fence. I'll go 1 heart. Okay, over to the east hand. It's a 5, 4, 3, 1 again. This time, jack 5 times in hearts. And north is bid hearts. Interesting. Spades, jack 10, 9, 8. Singleton club and 3 babies in diamonds, a pass. To south, it is a 4, 4, 3, 2. And in spades, ace 4 times, 4 points. 10, 9 doubleton, and hearts are partner suit. At least it's an honor and a connected 9, worth something. And in clubs, 3 intermediates, no help. Diamonds, queen, jack, 10, 4 spots, nice working honors. Another 3 will respond 1 spade. Over to the west hand. It is a 5-5-2-1. Very shapely hand. In diamonds, ace king, 9-8-7, jack 10-9 5 times in clubs, king doubleton in spades, and a singleton heart in the left-hand opponent's suit. So you do have 11 points and some more for distribution. You don't expect much from partner if they're showing 20 points already in the north-south direction. Some of you advanced bidders may want to make a 2 no trump call. That would be saying I have the other 2 suits. Well, in this case, that would be clubs and diamonds. If you're vulnerable, not a very good bid. You're getting too high up to the 3 level. You don't have that many tricks. Let's say in this case that west passes. Okay, back to north. Well, our partner responded a spade. We do have 3 spades, but we have that 19 to 21 point in a shapely hand, so we're going to want to jump to 3 level. Don't want our partner passing when they have 5, 6, or 7 points. So we're going to jump to 3 clubs, and that very well describes not only our shape, but also where all our honors are at. In fact, 100% of our honors, except for that outside queen, third of spades. So we'll jump to a rebid, jumping to 3 clubs, strong jump shift, forcing. Pass by east, partner south says, you've got the rounded suits, hearts and clubs in the north. I've got the pointy suits, spades and diamonds. I'll bid 3 no trump. And the auction will pass out. If on the other hand, after the 1 heart, 1 spade, it was a 2 no trump by the west hand, unusual no trump, saying I have the other 2 suits, certainly they don't have 23 points to make a 2 no trump contract when north and south are showing 20 points pretty much themselves. So if it was a 2 no trump unusual bid, north would bid 3 clubs, say I can stop the clubs, I Q bid the opponent's suit, and south would say, well, I can stop the diamonds, so I would bid 3 no trump. Both roads would lead to Rome. Okay, so with 3 no trump in the south, well, west, you could go ahead and lead from your ace, king 5 times in diamonds. You might hope that your partner has got the queen, but with a strong jump shift in north, showing about 20 points, 19 to 21. South having 6 or more, you don't expect much from your partner. But how many hearts do they have? Think about it. North has 5. South does not have 3. They didn't support. The best they could have is 2. 5 and 2 is 7. 8 by you. Your partner has 5 hearts, maybe more. So I think leading a heart through is probably not a bad idea, and that's what they lead, a heart. And sure enough, they go up with the jack. Looks like that was all they had when we see the ace, king, queen in the dummy. So they'll come back in another suit, and it looks like diamonds since there's a singleton diamond. They'll come back with a 6 of diamonds, the top of nothing. This does not show a count in this situation. It just shows that that's it. And they should pretty much expect west to know since they have hardly any points over the east hand. Okay, they win it with the king over in the west hand. And they could go ahead and cash out their ace, I suppose, or can come back in a club with jack 10-9 opposite ace, king, queen 4 times. And that's what they do. The jack covered by the queen, singleton 2 played from the east hand, and a 6 from south. They then play a heart to the 10, which is now boss since the jack has been played. They play a 7 of clubs to the ace. Now they can play the ace, king, queen, getting the last 3 hearts by east. 8 of diamonds is played by the west hand. We pitch a 2 from the south hand, 2 of spades. King, we pitch another spade in south. Another diamond comes from the west hand. And on the queen, a heart is played by east, the last heart, 8 of clubs by south, and a 4 of clubs by west. Now the king of clubs, now we could be playing a spade to the ace and a spade back to the queen in finesse, or you could go for an end play, and that's what this person decides to play in the south hand. So they take the king of clubs, and they now play a club, throwing in the west player. Got that? So they can take their ace of diamonds, that smothers the queen, that's the last diamonds, and now they're finessed they have to play up to the queen of spades, and then we win the ace of spades. So either a finesse or an end play, both get the same result. So once again, the bidding was 1 heart by north, 1 spade by south, 3 clubs, strong jump shift by north, 3 no trump by south. The lead was a singleton heart, knowing that east had to have 5 or more. A heart was played up to the jack, 9 from the south hand. That promotes the next 4 honors from the north-south. So West looked at the dummy and decided to come back with the top of nothing, 6 of diamonds. And sure enough, it was won by the king of diamonds. Rather than taking the ace right away, they elect in the West hand to play from the jack 10-9, 5 times of clubs. The jack was played up to the queen. Now they play a heart to the 10, coming back to the dummy in a club up to the ace, cashing the ace, king, queen of hearts, and the declare south is watching the diamond and the spade situation. So there's 1 diamond played by the West hand. Play the king of hearts. There's another diamond played by the West hand. Played the queen of hearts. Now there's a club played by the West hand. So you're getting a feel for how the squeeze is going on the West player. Okay, now playing the king of clubs, and rather than going in an ace of spades and back to the queen, instead they go with a club, throwing in the West hand, who is now going to be self-finessed, or an end play. So they can go ahead and play the ace of diamonds. When they play a spade, it's won by the north hand, as though they had finessed it themselves. They made West do the work for them. Then a final spade up to the ace. Making 9 tricks, 3 no trump. Well done. On our third hand, South is a dealer and has a 4-4-3-2 shape. In spades, ace queen 4 times, that's 6. In hearts, king queen 3 times. Connected king queen is nice. There's another 5 is 11. In clubs, ace king queen 8 spot. There's another 9. We're up to 20. And in diamonds, 9-8 doubleton. So, what do you feel about this hand? Do you want to go ahead and open it a club and then do some kind of a strong jump shift? And we have a doubleton in diamonds. No, with a 3 suited hand in a 4-4-3-2, I hope that you're going to open 2 no trump with 20 to 21 points. Now, if you were missing one of those black aces, let's say you were missing the ace of clubs, wouldn't you open at 1 no trump? I hope you would. So, with 20 to 21 points, don't think about your strong jump shift or reverses. Now, if you happen to not have maybe the king of hearts and you had queen 3 times and the king instead was in a spade suit, then it starts to look like a black hand, doesn't it, as far as all of your honors. Then you might try that reverse, which we'll speak about in the next episode. But for this hand, it's balanced. 3 out of 4 ain't bad, and we know that our 20 points left at the table if we have 20. So our partner on an average day should have about 7 points. So let's go ahead and just open 2 no trump. Over in the West hand is another 4-4-3-2. In the rounded suits, has nice connected sequences. Jack 10-9 4 times in both of hearts and clubs. In diamonds, queen jack 10 3 times and doubleton spades. No bid. Over the north hand, it's a 4-3-3. Uh-oh, flat pancake. But look at this, 2 kings, very nice. In both the pointed suits, spades and diamonds. King 4 times in diamonds, king 10-9. Those are useful. In spades, 3 intermediates in hearts, and the same in clubs. No reason to do a stamen. You don't have a 4-card major, so 3 no trump would be the response bid. Okay, over to the east hand. It's another 4-4-3-2. Everyone has fairly flat hands here. In this case, ace 4 times in diamonds, jack and 3 intermediates in spades, ace 3 times in hearts, and 2 small clubs to pass. So the auction passes out, and the lead is over to the West hand. Well, you're probably going to want to lead your heart because it's a nice sequence suit, and they don't seem to be bidding stamen in the north, so I don't think there's 4 hearts in the north. So a jack of hearts comes out from a sequence suit, and our partner over in East overtakes it with the ace, and a good partner is going to come back in the suit, even though the Jack looks like it's a top of sequence. It could be top of a broken sequence. So why don't we go ahead and lead a heart back, and we lead present count back. We will have 2 remaining, the 4 and the 3, so we'll come back with the 4 of hearts, top of a doubleton sequence. The queen is played by the south hand, a 2 by the west hand, so it must have been Jack 10 and probably the 9. Okay, so now south is in the lead, and south here plays a small spade up to the king. You have all of the top spades except for the Jack. You come back with the 10 of spades. East, were you considering covering it? Well, you would want to cover the last of the touching sequences normally. So yeah, they don't have too many entries in this north hand, so don't be too quick to go ahead and to cover it. Okay, so the 10 rides. It rides very well, it turns out. Now you might have been thinking about playing for a 3-3 split. Remember, you have 4 and 3 in spades, but that's a 36% chance, so why not go with a 50% chance? They didn't lead a spade initially, so it doesn't look like they have a 4-card suit. They could have Jack third, it's possible. But in this case, that 10 did work nicely, so on the next spade, we catch the Jack, and the queen wins. Now take the ace of spades, and we see a heart is pitched by the west hand. Nothing's going to happen on there, so they're pitching hearts. And now we can go ahead and play a king of hearts and start doing our club thing, winning the ace of clubs, the king of clubs, the queen of clubs, and they have the remaining jack of clubs, smartly held over by the west hand. So we'll give them that as well as the last diamond. Actually, they should play the queen from queen jack. They played the jack, was covered by the north, the ace is 1, and they come back with a diamond. Now the replay of the hand, it was 2 no trump, pass, 3 no trump, auction passes out. Remember, with this balanced hand, we do not want to make a 1 club opening and some type of a 2 spade reverse or strong jump shift later. So the opening lead was a jack of hearts from Jack 10-9 4 times, since the opponents didn't seem to be looking for a major suit game. And that went up to our partner's ace. They came back with 4 from present count. We won with the queen in the south hand, or the king, might be a false card. We see a chance that they might fall 3-3 in spades. We go with the small spade up to the king. But actually, it's better to go for finesse, because 3-3 split is only 36% chance. The finesse, when we have the 10-9, is a 50%. And that odd pays off nicely. The 10 holds up. They don't cover with the jack. Either way, the same result. Win then with the finesse to the queen and the ace, and we see 2 hearts pitched by the west hand. So we can go ahead now and start playing our king of hearts, the ace of clubs, the king of clubs, the queen of clubs for our 9th trick. Okay, bridge friends, this concludes part 1B of our Pulling You number 79, day 5, introducing the strong jump shift. In part 2, we will continue bidding 7 more strong jump shift type opener hands, this time with some new twists. Then in part 3, after opener makes a bid, responder will be blessed with a huge 2-suited hand with a great suit. And you know what that means, right? Right, it's responder's turn to make a strong jump shift call. Well, okay, bridge friends, bye for now, and I look forward to seeing you on the flip side.